Hey everybody, Erica Serwin here, and I have got your next set of make and takes. All four of my make and takes feature the piece of cake stamp set as well as the coordinating punch. I think this is going to be hugely popular. Anything that has a coordinating punch is always super popular with my customers and myself, really. So I think this is going to be a big hit. I started out really kind of designing around our new DSP papers as well. They're bright and cheery, and I think that they kind of create a great spring palette. I've used the gingham paper on a few and the celebration paper, and I can't remember what this one is called, but you'll see it in just a second when I open it up. Let me start by telling you about the cards because they're pretty easy. This one is a bunch of circle punches. This is a great card, I would think, for kind of a beginner group. They would enjoy using all those punches. You're just going to punch the cake in grape on Wisteria Wonder cardstock and punch it out, and then I stamped the little lollipops afterwards. So I put that down and then I lined those up exactly where I needed them. So simple, fun, and I think a great card for a workshop or a beginner class. Now the second card, this time I stamped the cake in Memento Black, and I used my Stampin' Blends to color. Nothing tricky here, just different colors to color them in. This would be great for beginners with your blends. They don't need to do a whole lot of blending or shading, just basic coloring. I added rhinestones around. I thought that kind of made it really festive, and I added one of our fun little cake embellishments from the annual catalog, and I punched the cake stand in silver foil. The rest is just straightforward. This bow, this is new ribbon from the Occasions catalog, which is beautiful and it ties really nicely. Okay, the next one, I'm going to show you a couple of things. This I designed, I was kind of thinking, okay, I want to make a fry box. We don't have a fry box die. How can I do that? So this is what I came up with, and it's very easy. You're going to love this. So you score your cardstock according to the directions in your PDF, which you will find under this video. Burnish your lines, and then you're going to snip these two middle lines. And I'm thinking how fun this would be in a lot of different sizes. Smaller, bigger, I think the sky's the limit. Now, I've cut a piece of this paper. This is our butterfly celebration paper. And, oh, that fast fuse, just give me a fit. All right, and I'm gonna adhere it right here on one side. Then I'm gonna take my 2-inch circle punch, and I'm going to get in there. I want to get in between these two lines right here, and then about halfway. So you can see there's this line down here, and I always look at that as my halfway point, and then I punch those out, and there you have it. And that's it, and then you put it together. So fold these little guys in, and we're going to put adhesive here on these, on the front tab. So fold the back ones in, squeeze them into those little ones. And there it is. Now, for the rest of it, this time I stamped my cake and cake stand at the same time so that I could punch them out at the same time. And let me show you how to do that if you haven't done it before. You want to get a scrap piece of cardstock, and you're just going to punch, okay? Now, I'm going to lay this down on my block like this, and I'm going to get my stamps, whichever ones I'm going to use, and I'm going to lay them down. This one's a little bit bigger. It has an outline. So I'm going to put that under there, get it right where it needs to be. All right, so that fits there. Then get the cake stand, and we're going to line that up perfectly too. This is a great little tip to share with your customers. That way they're not wasting too much paper. And you can stamp them both in Versamark and then emboss them. Okay, so there we go. We've got it all stuck down there. See how I use that as a template? Now when I stamp and I come back and I go to punch, it's going to be perfectly set, and I can do them both at the same time. So for this one, stamp in Versamark, emboss with Whisper White embossing powder. Then take a aqua painter and some Daffodil Delight ink and just fill in. And you'll see how the ink really stays where it's supposed to because of those the raised embossed lines. And then I did this one, I just went all over it with Smoky Slate ink with the aqua painter as well. And here's a little glimmer butterfly, all with dimensionals, of course. Now this twine here, I don't know, Rhonda may have already showed you how to do this, but I thought I would take a minute. Take some of your burlap and go down, and you're going to get a whole bunch of pieces out of one piece of burlap. Now, if you're holding a class, this is a great way to get a lot of pieces for a smaller amount of cost. So you can now pull these out like this. And for that one, I actually took 3 of them and tied them, held them together like they're one, and tied a bow like that. Tied it around that cello bag. Okay? These will make great party favors too, don't you think? All right, now the last project in my group is a little, I'm calling it a gift card photo album for a wedding. And what I have done is I have created this little pocket card using 3 of our note cards. You see how that goes together? And inside you can write a note, you can put a gift card, and you could even add 2 sweet little photos, maybe of the couple, maybe of you with one of them, maybe it's your friend. So a little, just kind of an extra added little cute gift card holder. Now let me just show you how easy it is to put this together. Get 3 of your note cards. Go ahead and get them all burnished, and we're gonna adhere them like an accordion, okay? So here's the first one, and on the inside put some adhesive and take this one and lay it down like this. Make sure you use a good adhesive. Snail probably wouldn't cut it. I would use tear and tape for sure on this. And then here is the next one. I'm gonna put some fast fuse there. Slide it in, and now you have an accordion book, just a blank slate, really. Isn't that awesome? You could even add more if you wanted it to be longer. And this time I stamped both the cake and the stand in Memento, and I colored them in with blends. I stamped that little heart all over the Night of Navy on the front. I layered them up, and then on the inside, to create a pocket, you're just going to put adhesive on 3 sides. Okay, make sure you're putting it close to the edge so that you have room to slide these little inserts in. And there's another little heart from our Valentine set. Isn't that sweet? Now, I didn't put anything on the back, but of course, you could if you'd like. Use that paper. It all coordinates, and it's a beautiful little color scheme. And it looks nice on that little wedding cake. All right, you guys, I hope you like all my projects. Please let me know if you have any questions, and I hope you make them, and I hope you enjoy them. Have a great time today. Bye-bye.